Om Namo Narayana, Jai Swami Narayana, Namaste. Welcome back. Today we're reading chapters 33 and 34. 33 is called Rama Goes to Dasaratha's Palace. After giving away plenty of wealth to the Brahmins, Rama, Lakshmana, along with Sita, went to see their father. The dazzling weapons that they were holding were decorated by Sita using garlands made out of flowers. Climbing on balconies and terraces of their palaces and on top of the towers, the wealthy people looked at them with remorse. The streets were crowded by a large number of people, making them impossible, and for that reason men filled with grief ascended to the top of the palaces to see Rama pass by. The people, seeing Rama walking without the ornamental umbrella, with a mind affected by great grief, started talking in various ways. Whenever he used to march out, army with 4 divisions used to follow him, but today he is walking alone with only Sita and Lakshmana following him. Rama, while enjoying great wealth, had a great taste for comforts, used to gratify the desires of those who desire. In spite of that, being one who respects Dharma, he does not wish to break his father's words. Previously, even the creatures flying on the skies were not able to get a glimpse of Sita, but today, even those who are walking on the royal avenue are able to see her. Sita used to apply scented creams and a paste of red sandalwood on her body. She will now be exposed to rain, heat, and cold, and her body will be discolored soon. Today, Dasaratha has been possessed by an evil spirit, otherwise will he talk like this and banish his beloved son. When it is impossible to banish a son with no character at all, what to say about Rama, who has conquered the world by his good conduct? Doubtlessness, compassion, learning, good character, restraint of senses, and self-control are the 6 qualities of man that adorn the best among men, like Rama. So trouble caused him greatly hurt people, like when summer dries up the water in the lakes. Aquatic creatures and people are greatly affected. Just like the harm to the roots affected by the tree, its leaves, flowers, and fruits, harming of Rama harms everyone, since he is the Lord of the world. Rama is the root of humanity, the essence of Dharma, the great light, and all other peoples are connected to this tree like flowers, fruits, leaves, as well as branches. So let us, including our wives and relations, follow him like Lakshmana and go wherever he goes. We will leave our gardens, fields, and houses and follow Rama with the same sorrow, same joy, and same Dharma as him. Let this Ayodhya with empty coffers, ruined courtyards, with an absence of wealth and grains, wholly deprived of wealth, covered with dust, abandoned by gods, occupied by rats coming out of the burrows, running here and there, bereft of water, with no smoke emerging from anywhere, dirty because of not being swept, absence of offerings, sacrifices, recitations, libation, invocations, and prayers, affected by famines, with dilapidated places and utensils, and deserted by us, be owned by Kakalian. When Rama goes to the forest, let it become like a city and be deserted by all of us, and this city would indeed become a forest. After seeing us in the forest, may the fanged creatures leave their lairs, animals and birds leave the caves and the mountains, lions and elephants leave their usual haunts, and let them all occupy this city, which will be deserted by us. Let Kakali, her son, and other relatives acquire this country, occupied by wild animals and animals subsisting on grass, fruits, and flesh, and the relieved men will live in the forest along with Rama. Let Kakali, her son, and other relatives acquire this country, which will be occupied by wild animals, and all the relieved men will live in the forest along with Rama. Even after hearing various such types of words from various people, Rama did not deviate from his decision. That soul of Dharma, who had the strength of an elephant in a rut, entered the palace of his father, which resembled in its splendor the peak of Mount Meru. After he entered the palace, guarded by valorous warriors, he saw in the distance the very dejected Sumantra waiting. Even though he saw the sorrow of the people, without revealing his feelings of sorrow, but with a smile, as per the rules of the palace, Rama entered in it with the intention of carrying out the wishes of his father. Before that, the son of the Ikshvaku clan, the great Rama, who was determined to go to the forest, after seeing the very sorrowful-looking Sumantra, waited outside so that his arrival could be informed to his father formally. Rama, who was fond of Dharma, having decided to go to the forest, after seeing Sumantra, requested him to inform Dasaratha of his arrival. Thus ends chapter 33. Chapter 34 is called Rama Seeks Dasaratha's Permission. That great one Rama, with eyes like a lotus leaf, who was black and who was matchless, told Sumatra the charioteer, "Please inform about my arrival to my father." At the request of Rama, with senses overwhelmed with sorrow, he quickly entered the inner apartments and saw Dasaratha breathing heavily. He saw King Dasaratha like an eclipsed sun, and a firebrand covered with ash, and like a dried-up tank. The intelligent charioteer saw him as being greatly upset, and thinking with great sorrow about Rama, approached him with folded hands. That charioteer, after greeting the king by saying, "Let victory be yours," trembling with fear, he gently told him in a feeble voice, "The tiger among men, your son Rama, is waiting to see you at the door, after giving away all his wealth to Brahmins and the attendants who serve him. Please permit Rama, who is truly valorous and who has taken leave of his friends, to see you. O Lord of the world, you may see him who is endowed with all princely virtues and encircled by rays like the sun, as he is ready to go to the forest." That king, who is the votary of truth, whose soul is Dharma, and who resembled the majestic ocean and the pure sky, replied, "O Sumatra, please bring all my wives, whosoever are here, as I want to see Rama, the soul of Dharma, along with my wives." Sumatra then crossed into the private apartments and told all the women, "O great ladies, Dasaratha wants all of you here. Now, please come quickly." When the order of the king was thus told by Sumatra, all the ladies went to their husband's palace. Then all of his 350 wives, surrounding Kausalya, who were steadfast to their marriage vows, with eyes turned red due to sorrow, reached that place. After having seen that all his wives had arrived, the king told the charioteer to go and bring Rama. Then the charioteer called Rama as well as Lakshmana and Sita, and they went there and stood facing the king. The king, surrounded by his women, seeing from a distance his son coming towards him with folded hands, suddenly got up. That king of the world, seeing Rama, ran swiftly to him, and being tormented by grief, fell on the ground unconscious. Then Rama and the great warrior Lakshmana, having seen him falling, speedily reached near the king, who had lost his consciousness. Suddenly in the king's palace the sound of 1,000 ladies started crying, "O Rama," along with the tingling sound of their ornaments. The king was hugged in their hands by Rama and Lakshmana, and with the assistance of Sita. The king was laid on his bed. All of them were crying at the time. After a moment, Dasaratha regained consciousness, and Rama, being drowned in the ocean of sorrow, spoke to him with folded hands. "I am taking leave of you, king, as you are the god of all of us, and I am going to Dadaka. I hope to see you all right. Please also give permission to Lakshmana to go with me. Sita is also accompanying me to the forest, though I have tried to dissuade them by telling them many reasons, yet they both are not agreeable to stay back. O king with great honor, discard your grief and give leave to me, Lakshmana and Sita, to depart and behave like Brahma." The king, seeing the unruffled Rama waiting for his permission to dwell in the forest, spoke to him like this: "O Rama, I have been enchanted by Kakali to give her the boons. So now you please arrange to arrest me and become the king of Ayodhya." Rama, the best among votaries of Dharma, who was skilled in speech, after being spoken to in this way, replied to his father with folded hands, "O king, you will be the lord of this earth for many thousands of years more, and I shall reside in the forest, as you should not act against the truth because of me. After wandering the forest for 14 years, I will come and grasp your feet again after completing the vow." The king, who was wailing and crying for his son, but was also tied by the rope of truth, was further instigated by Kakali, and the king told Rama like this: "Let your fame increase, my child. Go now, for returning after 14 years. May your path be without sorrow and be without fear from any quarter. O child, you are devoted to truth and Dharma, and so it is not possible to dissuade you from your resolve. O son, whatever may be, do not go tonight. For at least one day I would be able to see you and move about. For tonight stay with me and your mother, and tomorrow, with all your desires fulfilled, you can start at dawn. Oh, Rama, you are doing a job that is difficult to be done, and for the sake of my desire you are leaving out all dear ones in going to the forest. O son, I am swearing that this does not in any way please me, but I have been deceived by a woman hidden with deceit like a woman hidden by ashes. I have been instigated by this Kakeli, who is the breaker of penance of others, and you want me to ignore this deceit. Oh, my son, being the eldest, and your ensuring that my words should not become untruthful, is greatly surprising. Then, after hearing these distressing words of his father, Rama, along with Lakshmana, with great sorrow, spoke. I would be getting more things by going today rather than tomorrow, and so I would prefer to go to the forest today. I am giving up this earth, with different countries, with all its different people, along with its wealth and grains. I am giving it all to Bharata. I will not waver from my decision to live in the forest. My father, who blesses, this would make the boons that were given to Kakeli with joy remain truthful. I would obey the commands as told by you, and would live in the forest for 14 years along with the people who move about in the forest. Do not revise your opinion. Please give away the kingdom to Bharata, for I do not have, nor desire for the kingdom, nor for the pleasures that come from it. But I love to obey your orders, O son of the Raghu clan, my dear father and King Dasaratha. Please put an end to your sorrow, and let not your eye be filled with tears, for you are like the ocean, which is the lord of rivers, which never gets perturbed. I do not have desire for this kingdom, nor this earth, nor all the desires in this earth, nor in heaven. I want you to uphold your truth, that you should not become a person of falsehood, and I am taking an oath in your presence based on all the merits that you have done. My father, it is not possible for me to stay here even for a moment, so bear the grief, as there is no change in my decision. I have been asked by Kakeli to go to the forest, and I have promised her that I will go, and I will uphold my promise. My father, do not have worry in your mind, as we will enjoy our life in the forest, with the calm deer which move about, echoing with music and the sound of birds. Father, even for devas, as told in the scriptures, Father is their God, and treating my father as God, I'm going to the forest. After spending 14 years there, I will return back, and at that time you can see me, and so you should give up this sorrow. When you, who are one who is used to passing around people, is choking with tears, why has this change occurred in you? These cities, kingdoms, and the entire earth may be conferred on Bharata, and I, obeying your commands, am going to the forest and will dwell there. I am giving away to Bharata this earth with its mountain ranges, along with its cities and peaceful forests, along with the well-laid boundaries, so that he alone can rule over them, the way that you have told me. My mind is not interested in great pleasures or doing things liked by it, but it is interested in carrying out your orders, which is assented to by the opinion of great people. Because of that, I do not desire for the eternal kingdom, or fulfillment of my desires, pleasures, or Sita herself, or even life itself, and my only wish is that your words should not become a lie. After entering the forest, I would eat fruits as well as roots of various kinds of trees. I will see the mountains, the rivers, and lakes, and become happy, and so please do not become sad. Then that king, enfolded in sorrow and distressed by sadness and grief, embraced his son and lost his consciousness again. He fell on the ground and remained without moving. Except the wife of the godlike king, all the other ladies loudly wailed together, and even Sumatra wailed and fainted, and everyone was shouting, "Alas, alas!" Thus ends chapter 34. It is a very sad chapter. Of course, the king did promise boons to Kakeli, and so technically, even though she acted under deceit, she had a right to ask for those boons. There's quite an ethical dilemma here. Everyone wants Rama to stay, they see what has happened, but yet he doesn't want his father to become a liar, because if he goes against Kakeli, would that make him a liar? I don't know. I'm sure there is a philosophical treatise that has been written on the ethics of Rama's dilemma and King Dasaratha's dilemma. Who is right? Who is wrong? Should Rama be acting like this? Is he wrong to go forward with his plans, even kind of knowing that it's a deceit, even though he doesn't really say it's a deceit? So it's like he's ignoring that fact. I don't know. it is an interesting little predicament. It seemed very clear at the beginning, like who's right and who's wrong, and we knew what was happening, but it is not so clear now. It is an interesting thought to ponder. Anyways, perhaps you will ponder it in the comments below. Perhaps you have other thoughts or whatever as we make our way through this. We're about maybe a third-ish way through book 2. And so we'll keep moving along in the next video. Thank you as always for joining me in this wonderful discovery of this classic text. Jai Shri Krishna.